Hey everyone, good morning. It is Sunday, January 19th. It's actually not Sunday, January 19th. It's Sunday, January 12th where I am. But I am doing a little bit of cruise news early so we have something ready when we jump off the ship next week because I'm getting on Carnival Celebration this morning. We are about to go grab breakfast with AJ, who's just getting off the MSC Seaside today. So let's go over a little bit of cruise news. Hey everyone, John here from Byte Size Cruises. Today we're going to talk a little bit of cruise news. We only have a few stories because I'm doing this a little bit in the future, so I want to keep it a little brief. First up, we have obviously the fires that are going on in LA, which is really crazy. It is not impacting cruising out of Long Beach at the moment. Everything is up and running. And in fact, a lot of the cruise lines are starting to donate money to the relief fund. I saw that Norwegian has donated $50,000. And I saw that another cruise, not a cruise company, but a cruise adjacent company, has donated a few $100,000, which is great. So hopefully everyone there will be able to start rebuilding. I know it's a lot of devastation there. I know there's a lot of damage and it's going to take years and years and years to rebuild that. But if you are cruising out of LA, you are good to go at the moment. Next bit of cruise news. Port Canaveral was named the #1 home port for travelers. This is really interesting to me. I'm guessing that they just ask people to vote more than other ports do. I enjoy the Port Canaveral port. I think it's a very nice port. I do think it's a little bit difficult to get to, which I think creates a little bit of friction because it is about an hour, between 45 minutes and an hour from Orlando. And so you either have to stay in Orlando overnight or you have to drive to the port or figure out a way to get there pretty quickly. But it is a very nice port and it is now ranked #1 by travelers. Next bit of cruise news, Carnival Cruise Line has dropped a little bit of a health procedure, which is very interesting. So obviously pre-pandemic, during the pandemic and coming out of it, the cruise lines really added a lot of safety precautions with adding extra hand washing stations, adding Purell and hand sanitizer really everywhere around the ships, which I feel like it was there before the pandemic, but not to the large extent it was after. They had people serving you in the buffet, which I loved. But now Carnival has decided to drop hand sanitizer from all of their ships. And there's an important reason for it, because hand sanitizer does not prevent you from getting gastro-based illnesses like norovirus. So what is happening is people are choosing to just use hand sanitizer when they go into the buffet or they go into dining rooms or into a restaurant instead of actually washing their hands. So it's not actually preventing the disease and the disease kind of passing to everyone else. So they are getting rid of these hand sanitizers to make it a little bit more mandatory to try to get people to wash their hands. So please, if you're going into the buffet or to a dining room, please wash your hands with soap and water. That does prevent the spread of norovirus. Next up, we have a couple more news stories. #1 is Disney is deciding that their next 3 cruise ships that they're going to build are going to be a little bit smaller. They're going to be about 3,000 passenger capacity, which is a little bit larger than Disney Magic, which is around 2,700, but way smaller than Treasure, which is just coming out, and those newer ships. So it is giving you a little bit of a medium cruise ship vibe. If you don't want to be on one of the large 5,000, 6,000, 8,000 passenger cruise ships, but you still want a lot of the modern amenities, and you don't want to be on a tiny cruise ship like maybe Grandeur of the Seas or Enchantment, this is going to give you a little bit of a medium ground there for you to check out. Keep in mind, Disney is very expensive, but you do get a lot of bang for your buck having it be Disney at sea. Last cruise news story for today is Carnival is putting a crackdown on the buy me a drink practice. If you do not know what this is, it started out as kind of like a joke, and then as everything does, it turned into something serious. People will put Venmo codes or QR codes on their door or on shirts, and they will put a little message on there that says, please buy me a drink. I don't have money for the drink package. And people are going around and buying people drinks or doing these different things. John Heel did announce this week on Facebook that this is strictly prohibited. It sets up for a lot of scams and a lot of people taking advantage of other people. And this will not be allowed on Carnival Cruises. You will immediately be banned from Carnival if you take part in this practice. So please don't do that. If you want to ask somebody for a drink, there are a million ways to do that that don't involve getting their banking information or getting them to send you money. That is our cruise news for today, January 19th, 2025. Tomorrow, I will load up our debrief from the cruise that we are getting on today, which is the Celebration, and we'll tell you all about what we thought of Carnival's beautiful Celebration cruise ship. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Hope your football team does well today in the playoffs if they are still in it. Happy cruising, and we will see everybody tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.